recover from another day on the road. So even though we're in like a really high rated crime area, we didn't die. Nothing got stolen. We're fine. We got some really good Mexican food last night because we're in New Mexico, so we had to do that. Amazing. But today we are going on 2 exciting and beautiful hikes, one in New Mexico and one in Arizona. And okay, so scratch that entire intro because although we had amazing plans, the main road getting us across New Mexico, I-40, shut down. They closed the road due to a car crash. So now we have to go around in the mountains, and I on my GPS couldn't really find anything interesting to stop at. But we are in New Mexico, so that means that it's just gonna be beautiful being itself. So I'm sorry, but this entire vlog will most likely be from inside the car. But let's look at how beautiful New Mexico is in the next 5 hours. So I'm definitely someone who rates states by their drivers, and honestly, I love these roads. I always get at least a little anxious before driving through a new state usually, but I didn't really have anything happen that stood out to me in a way of me hating the drivers in this state, unlike New Jersey. Growing up in New York, we don't really have a lot of open spaces like this where you can see for miles and miles away constantly when driving, unless you hike up a mountain, of course, but the roads are usually surrounded by trees and buildings, so I loved this. It's been really crazy watching how much the landscape changes when traveling across the states, and though my heart lies in the mountains, I prefer roads a lot less sharp and narrow, and this drive was one of the easiest yet, this part specifically at least. I went for about an hour stretch without even seeing another car in my lane. We were keeping an eye on the I-40 news, and about 3 hours in I saw it had opened back up. That was good because otherwise we would have had to add another hour or 2 onto this already extended road trip. Guys, I feel
in a quarter mile, turn left.
Okay guys, I feel like I was meant to take this back route because it's beautiful and there's no cars here, and honestly when we were driving on that highway there was a lot going on, a lot of fast things, but it is just so much nicer out here, and
take the next left.
I never would have seen these if I-40 didn't shut down, so it all happens for a reason. So I just wanted to let you guys know that we just passed a stop sign with bullet holes in it. So that's the part of New Mexico that we're in. That's fun. Besides from all the targets we passed, we also saw a bunch of abandoned buildings and really interesting rock formations. Even from inside the car, I feel like I got to see so much more of the state by driving through all of these back roads than spending all day on a highway with 2 stops. Everyone on the highway tailgates anyway, and if it was like that out here, this wouldn't have gone down so well. I'm just waiting for some sheep to cross the road. That was so cute! Even though the speed limit was 55, there was no one behind me, so stopping wasn't a problem. If all roads were like this, I don't think I'd ever feel anxious driving. So after a few hours in the mountains, it was time to head back to I-40 and finish out our last hour before getting to our hotel for the night. And as I probably should have guessed, it was the least fun part of the day. It didn't start out too bad, but man, ever since the time changed, driving past 4 p.m. just sucks. A little word of advice if you're driving west on I-40. It's hard to do at sunset. It's really hard. There's a lot of trucks and the sun is just blaring at you the entire time. So maybe take that into account if you are taking this route and don't like that like I don't like that. It's pretty though. Once the sun went fully down, the rest of the drive was easy peasy and a lot more beautiful. Perfect sunset to complement such a beautiful day. Hey guys, that was quite a day. We did like 6 hours of driving and took our nice sweet time driving on the back roads. So remember earlier when I mentioned the bullet holes in the stop sign? So there was like bullet holes in like every speed limit sign, stop sign, and I was just like, I'm pretty sure at this point it's like a sport. Like there's no way that they just had shootings at all of these speed limit signs. I just think that's very strange. So maybe in New Mexico, people just drive and shoot signs for fun. If you're from New Mexico, please let me know. I'm very curious because literally every single sign on those back roads had them. But we made it to our sketchy Motel 6. Like, what is this giant open space? Maybe, was there supposed to be another bed here?
Probably.
I'm not even gonna show you the ceiling in the bathroom. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is just life on the road. You only want to spend $20 a night for a room, you're staying in a place like this. But tomorrow is gonna be super exciting, not like today, because I mean, it was beautiful, don't get me wrong, but tomorrow we actually have a event planned that's not gonna get canceled by traffic, hopefully. So we will see you guys then.